Hi everyone and welcome to Fit with Coach Kat. Today's workout, we have a moderate to intermediate dumbbell workout. You just need one dumbbell to complete this workout and that is it. So grab your dumbbell and let's begin. We are going to start today's workout as we always do by connecting our breath to our pelvic floor. So when you are ready, please take a seat, and when you take a deep breath in, as you exhale, I want you to squeeze your pelvic floor. When I say squeeze your pelvic floor, I mean pull up through your sex organs, squeeze your anus, hold for a second, and then relax. So we're trying to connect our breath and our pelvic floor together. So inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. If you're a visual person, feel free to open your eyes and watch my hand. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze. And exhale, squeeze, and that's our last one. So I'm going to get you to stand up, stand at the back of the mat if you have one. If you don't have one, don't stress, you don't really need it. We're going to step our left foot forward, right hand on the ground. From there, we're going to reach our left arm up to the sky, open our chest to the sky, and then try and get it as far down our leg as possible. So you're really opening your heart up to the sky and then trying to get your elbow as far down to your foot as possible. If it's hard to have your back leg straight off the ground, feel free to drop your back knee. That is also fine. So place both hands on the ground, step back to plank, and then swap legs. Your right leg's going to come forward and we're going to reach around with our right arm. So really try and get that right arm as low to the ground as possible. Your back might crack a few times, which always feels fantastic, so just keep moving through the movement. That was your last one. Now I want you to get into 4-point kneeling position. Place your left hand on the side of your head, elbow pointing out wide, and we are going to open up through our spine. So get that elbow to the ground and then to the sky. Get it all the way around and then try and open up as much as you can, getting your chest facing the sky. You've got one more and then we're going to swap sides. So place both hands on the ground, make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, and swap hands. We've got one more and then we're going to get into some cat-cows. So to complete a cat-cow, you want both hands directly underneath your shoulders. I want you to arch your spine, looking at your belly button, and then reverse it. So drop your tummy down and look up to the sky. When you're arching your spine, really try and pull your shoulder blades apart. This is your last cat-cow. Then we're going to untuck our toes, get back to plank position, walk our hands back to our feet, stand all the way back up. Now we're going to repeat that a few more times. So hands on the ground, walk out to high plank, walk your hands back to your feet, and then stand all the way back up. Keep going, you've got a couple more reps. This is your last one, and then we're going to get into one more mobility exercise before we begin. So feet shoulder width apart, get into a deep sumo squat, hold on to your hands, and then alternate arms up to the sky, rotating your chest as much as you can. And we've got two more. And then I'm going to get you to sit on your glutes, and we're going to get into a glute bridge. So lay down on your mat, wherever you are, bend your knees and bring your feet in close to your bottom. Dust off any sand if you're on the beach like me, sand everywhere. So you want your fingertips to be able to touch your heels. That's the ideal position for a glute bridge. And from there, we're going to push through our heels and raise our hips up to the sky. You want your toes to be very light throughout this movement. We've got two more reps, and then we're going to get into frog pumps, which is the same movement. However, our knees are wide and the soles of our feet are touching. So get your bum on the ground, place the soles of your feet together, and from here we're going to push back up into a glute bridge position. This is called a frog pump. So your knees are going to be pointing to 3 and 9. You've got two more reps, and I'm going to get you to turn onto your side, stack your legs so one is directly on top of the other, and we are going to do knees and toes. So your knees will go wide and your toes will touch, and then your toes will go in the air and your knees will touch. We're just going to keep going through this flow. You can have your head up in your hand like I am, or you can have your bottom arm straight and your head laying on top of it, whichever is more comfortable. Two more reps, and then we're going to swap sides, so you can simply roll over and face the other direction. I, however, am going to flip myself over, so I'm always facing you lovely people. Hanky pants is going to be in the way a little bit here, but I trust you know what you're doing still. We've got one more rep here, and then I'm going to get you standing up, and we're going to go into some body weight squats. So feet are hip distance apart, bum goes back and down. I want your hamstrings and your calves to meet behind you. So a squat doesn't stop at 90 degrees, it stops at the very bottom. I don't mind if you go slower, if you get better range, if that's what needs to happen, but we want the depth over the reps. And now we're going to pick up our dumbbell and get into it. So our first little series involves a lot of squats and a lot of lunges, but stick with me, it'll be worth it in the end. So hold your dumbbell in front rack position. We are going to go into 2 forward lunges. Forward lunge with your left leg, forward lunge with your right leg, then reverse lunges, left leg, right leg, and then a bodyweight squat. This is the sequence I want you to get used to. We are going to do 8 reps of this movement, and then we have 10 bent over single arm rows and 10 single arm thrusters. So stick with me, it'll be worth it. Try not to trip over the mat like I am doing a great job of doing. So forward lunges, reverse lunges, bodyweight squats. That is the sequence, my friends. You have to please excuse the camera moving. It was a very windy day down on the beach and my tripod was flying all over the place while I was filming this workout. This is your last rep. Push those forward lunges. I really want your back knee to be touching the ground with all lunges, always, unless stated otherwise. Now grab your dumbbell in your left hand, bend your right knee, put your right elbow on your right knee and go into some dumbbell rows. Make sure your back is nice and straight and think about trying to aim your elbow for your lower back. You want your shoulder blade to be squeezing back and down. This is not a shrug up through the shoulder. Swap sides. So into your right hand, put your left hand on your left leg and move through your rows on your right. You've got 2 more reps and then we are going to stand up, get into squat position, put the dumbbell back in your left hand and move through thrusters. So bum back and down, push that weight up overhead. I want the dumbbell to land back on your shoulder and your elbow to point forward. This is a deep squat. Get as low as you can go and full range of motion, pushing that arm right above your head. Think bicep to ear. Got a couple more reps and then we're going to swap sides. Okay, perfect. Let's go onto your right hand side. Push through those single arm thrusters. You've got 2 more reps and then we are going to go back to our lunge and squat series. So get that dumbbell into your front rack position and we're going to start with our left leg into a lunge. Forward lunge with our left leg, forward lunge with our right leg, then into our reverse. Left leg reverse, right leg reverse, body weight squat. We're going to keep moving through this. This is one of the best bang for buck exercises you can do. With your lunges, please make sure your chest is facing upright. You're not falling forward. If you are hinging forward and you are having trouble standing up in one fluid movement, just ditch the weight. Okay, you're nearly coming up to your last rep. Let's go. This is your last rep before we get back into those bent over rows. We're starting with our left hand. Oh, I forgot the squat. Make sure you do the squat. Naughty Coach Cat. Right, hinge at your hips, right arm onto your right leg, and let's get down into those bent over rows. Three more to go and then we are swapping sides. Stand up, put your dumbbell in your right hand, hinge at your hips, have a nice straight back and make sure your core's on tight to protect your lower back in this position. Two more reps and then we're going to get into those thrusters. So let's go, dumbbell in your left hand and push. We've got 2 more reps, and then we're going to swap sides. Let's go 8 thrusters on this side. So last rep, and then we've just got 1 more set left. I know YouTube loves to do no repeats, but the reality of fitness is that you have to do the same mundane exercise over and over again to get results. So here we are. This is it, last round. After you've done your bodyweight squat, put your dumbbell in your left hand. Let's hinge at our hips. Place our right hand on our right leg and row that dumbbell up. Think about keeping your shoulder low. It's not a shrug through the neck. You shouldn't be rowing it up towards your shoulder. You should be rowing it low. And now it's time to swap sides. Last time doing the bent over rows. Keep your back nice and straight. Got 2 more reps, and then we're going to get that dumbbell into our left hand, elbow pointing forward, bicep to ear. We've got 8 more reps. Keep that chest upright. Last rep, and then we'll swap sides. So get that bum back and down and elbow pointing forward. Make sure the dumbbell lands back onto your shoulder. Last rep, well done. And now we're just going to hit the deck for a little bit of core, and then we are done for today. Quick and easy. So grab your dumbbell, hold it nice and close to you. Unfortunately, Hanky Pants has taken up the view, which you need to look at. However, he's much nicer to look at, so we'll just leave him there for now. And we're going to start with some Russian twists. So get your dumbbell, hold it close to your torso, and we're going to go through 20 Russian twists. Make sure your whole torso is twisting, not just your arms. From there we're going to do 5 seated shoulder press. We're going to do 5 on our right arm, 5 on our left arm. So keep that feet on the floor, nice straight back, one arm at a time. Now we're going to go into 5 sit-up and press. 5 on each arm. One more round of everything and then we are done like a dinner gang. Last one, and we're going to swap sides. Dumbbell to shoulder, elbow pointing forward, and let's move. I'm just going to move hanky pants out of the way and then we're going to get back to those Russian twists. Alright, let's go. 20 Russian twists. Keep your feet on the ground. Make sure your whole torso is twisting, not just your arms. If you have coning through the middle of your stomach, put the weight down and just do body weight. And we're going to go into our seated Z press, this is called, a shoulder press. It's just a single arm. Keep your bum flat on the floor and push it up overhead. We're doing 10 reps this time on one side, 10 reps on the other. Two more reps and then we're going to go into our sit up and press. So back to the first arm, lay down and press up as you come up. Try and get that arm directly overhead, bicep to ear. Last one, and swap sides, and this is it, our final push before the end of class. And that's it, everybody. We are done. Thank you so much for joining me today, me and Hank. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this quick little dumbbell workout. Please leave me a comment. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more videos because there's lots coming in and I want you to get fit with me. So I'll see you next time.